Picture this. It's 1:47 a.m. You're hunched over your phone, blue light burning your eyes, typing your fourth paragraph in a row. You have to understand, I didn't mean it like that. What I was trying to say. I'm sorry if it came off wrong. You hit send. She leaves you unseen. Your chest tightens. Your brain chemistry crashes. Dopamine drops off a cliff. You think, if I can just explain it right, she'll calm down. She'll stay. This is the illusion you were sold. More words mean more love. More explaining creates more trust. If she's upset, you must defend, justify, convince. Here's the truth no one told you. Every time you over-explain yourself to a woman, your subconscious is broadcasting one message. I'm on trial. You're the judge. Please don't punish me. And her nervous system doesn't read that as caring. It reads it as low status. That's the betrayal. What you were told would save your relationships is quietly destroying her respect for you. Let's get clinical for a moment. Men are hardwired with a biological imperative. Survive, protect, provide, lead. In every tribe, the real leader didn't dump emotional essays. He decided, he acted, he let outcomes speak for him. Evolutionary psychology, researchers like David Buss, shows that women are wired to screen for certainty and competence. When you explain yourself like a defense attorney, her ancient brain hears. This man doubts his own value. If he trusted himself, he wouldn't be begging me to believe him. At the same time, mystery hits her brain like a drug. Uncertainty creates prediction error, and prediction error triggers a dopamine spike. A little silence, a little unknown, activates the part of her brain designed to figure you out. Why is he so calm? Why isn't he scrambling? That's not a game. That's raw brain chemistry responding to power. Here's what's happening under the hood. The brain is a prediction machine. When it doesn't know what comes next, it obsesses. Silence creates uncertainty. That uncertainty fuels mental loops. Those loops generate focus and emotional investment. Over-explaining does the opposite. You remove all mystery, no gaps, no tension. You flood the market with words, and oversupply destroys value. Watch the contrast. She says, "You seemed distant yesterday." Low status response. You unload a minute-by-minute breakdown, 3 apologies, and a backstory. High status response. You pause, you breathe. Long day, I was in my head. I'm here now. What's up? Then you stop talking and hold eye contact. One is anxious justification. The other is grounded clarification. Every woman feels your state before she processes your words. Anxious explaining always signals weakness, no matter how correct you are. Let's look at how this shows up in real life. The paragraph guy. She texts, "I just feel like you don't care." You respond with a screen-length essay explaining how busy you are, how much you value her, how sorry you are. You think you're comforting her. She feels your panic and pulls away. The interrogation. She asks, "Why didn't you text me back last night?" You overshare your entire evening, apologize twice, and promise it won't happen again. Your words say, "I care." Your energy says, "You outrank me. Please don't leave." The trauma dump. Second date. You unload your entire past. Family drama, exes, insecurities, because you want to be fully honest. You didn't build intimacy. You dumped your entire psychological file without earning trust. Case study. Mark, 29. Every time a woman pulled back, Mark sent novels. One finally said, "You're a good guy, but it feels like I'm your therapist." He thought he was being deep. In reality, his over-explaining became an emotional burden. If this hits close to home, That's your own pattern staring back at you. This didn't start with you. You were trained for this with the wrong rules. Always explain yourself so no one gets hurt. Share everything or you're emotionally unavailable. If she's unhappy, you're not communicating enough. Meanwhile, she's allowed to be confusing, emotional, and hard to read. You're expected to be a walking confession booth. Here's how it collapses. She pulls back. You panic and explain more. Her respect fades quietly. Then one day, I don't know. I just don't feel it anymore. And the lie? You're told it failed because you didn't explain enough. So you repeat the same mistake with the next woman. Here's the hard truth. No woman respects a man who is constantly begging to be understood. And every time you shrank yourself to keep her calm, you helped create the outcome. Now we fix it. Before you explain anything, ask yourself one question. Am I actually okay with what I did? If the answer is yes, you're not on trial. Any explanation is optional, information, not defense. Before you speak, run it through 3 filters. Is this clarification or justification? Is this a boundary or a plea for approval? Is this necessary or just anxiety craving relief? There's a difference between calm silence and manipulative silence. Calm silence is present and grounded. You're available, but you're not defending. Manipulative silence is punishment. That's not power, that's fear. This isn't about games. It's about owning your frame. When she says, "You've been distant," you say, "Been in my head, I'm here now, want to talk." When she says, "I don't like that you did that," you say, "I get that. This is the choice I made." When she says, "If you don't change this, I'm leaving," you say, "If that's a deal breaker, I understand. I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not." The scariest line to say is usually the one you need most. Say it once, clearly. Then let silence and action do the rest. You can keep overdosing on explanations. Always anxious, always auditioning, always tired. Or you can become the man who is willing to be misunderstood, so he can finally respect himself. That silence you're afraid of isn't emptiness. It's a boundary, a filter, a signal of self-trust. Use it. Say less this week. Stand firm. Stop trying to manage her emotions. Watch who leans in. Watch who drifts away. Either way, you stop begging. And for the first time, your life, not your paragraphs, explains who you are.